Bar back, that's good. Right, so I had an idea today in this area here. So this area here, let me play it so we can get rid of these bits. Don't know why it does that every time you start the game. It's got these massive waves that decide to be 100 miles on the air. So this area here is what's called the Needles. It's called the Needles because from a distance these rocks, white cliffs, look like needles. So that's why they named it the Needles. And just here is the Needles, actually the actual sort of resort tourist attraction. I'm guessing is probably a better way to describe it. So what happens here is this sand here, or sand around this area, is very well known for its colour. Looked into it yet. It seems like it plays a lot differently to what I expected. It seems a bit more like it plays a bit like this game. I'm not sure if any of you guys are playing at the moment and can comment on that. Let's get this to speed up so we can work out what the water's actually going to do. So there's a bit of a bank overfill on these bits. So can we raise this bit up here a bit more? There we go, it's looking a bit better. Place a tiny water source at the end. Yeah, I might do that actually. Although saying that, the water source seems to be working now. I think once that settles down, that will just be a very small little stream over in that corner with a few little ponds. We'll re-detail the these props here. These props, or these can be trees. Can we lower these? No. It's quite fun. Been really enjoying it. Nice. Is it? I guess it's more detailed towards the actual transportation, as opposed to building of a city. Is that fair to say? Let's terraform this little bit here. Can hide that away there. Could have a clean water outlet dumping water into the water network. Could do. Let's just get this bit a bit nicer. So what is the water doing here? A minute ago it said it was all settling down, and now it's gone a little bit over the top. Does that mean we need to raise all of these up a bit? Maybe to there. Yeah, though I would say with mods, eventually it will be much better for designing cities. Oh, interesting, interesting. That's interesting to know. Okay, that's a bit better. This bit here, we need to raise up a bit. What happened to Monaco series? I presume it's still going, just slow progress. Yes, Lucas, it's still going. The last 4 videos I did, I think, three or four, have all been Monaco, so it's still going. Still plodding along. I do want to complete it by March time if possible, but we'll see. What's the river called in reality? This one here we're working on. This is the Western Yar. I think. Yeah, the Western Yar. Apparently. I mean, I have kind of changed it to adapt it to do what I want it to do, but still okay. Okay. So if we then drop this down a bit, make that a bit bigger. So that is probably as good as we're going to get. Say in a pirate voice. Let's go here. Just smooth this out. I don't really want to have little weird bits over here. So what we can do now is we can use some of the banks here and change this. Who wants soup facts? Soup as in the soup you eat? Which ones do we get here? We got the grass one, got a dollar one, and what was this one? Same again really, isn't it? Okay, so instead let's go on here. Get some of these decals over here as well, just to create a bit of a better bank. Soup in Irish is, and there's a soup fact. Okay, the water's stopped now. What's going on here? So this is the only downside to the water, is you make a change in one spot and it messes up another. So we may have to just put a water source in as well up the top, perhaps. Roundabout or no roundabouts? Definitely roundabouts. In fact, the town that I live near, well, close to, has declared that it has created the first UK roundabout, which is interesting to brag about. Right. Oh no, don't want to move that. Let's go. I want to move some of these plants now. So I'm guessing it's going to be trees. They're props. I think I've got a bit too many of these. So I have this as a bit of a marshland here. What's the plans after Monaco? Obviously, I'll still be doing this series. I want to do something a little bit different after. I really want to do like a tropical island resort sort of a thing. one where I can play with play it really detailed but not suffer. So probably like a very small island build is probably my next idea. I just want to do something a little bit smaller that I can finish quicker, rather than the massive projects that I keep giving myself. Hey David. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I don't think I'm not sure what sort of like inspiration it's going to be on yet. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to do a smaller project to kind of finish quicker. Get this over like that. Looks a bit better. Do St. Helena or Tristan, and that'd be a cool one. You could do a triple island by. That'd be pretty cool, yeah. Any suggestions on building my first map? One where Bumblebee doesn't laugh at it. Firstly, I wouldn't care if he does laugh at it. Everyone's perception of the game is different. You may look at my builds and think it looks absolute crap. Other people may look at my builds and think, wow, that looks realistic. At the end of the day, I'm happy with it. I'm building it to the level that I want it to look like. So I wouldn't be worried about that sort of a thing. But when I built this map, I built it more in the sense of I want people to be able to play on it and make it fairly easy to build on. So I did I mean, if you look at the sort of the levels of the terrain, it's very, very... I mean, there are some hills, but it's not like Monaco. It's the complete opposite of Monaco. In fact, it's basically a tiny bit above the sea level to have these beautiful cliffs around. So, in terms of that, I would just, think about what you want to build on your map. I'm not a map builder by any means, but that's the way I think about it. I think, okay... Let's make a map either challenging or easy to work on and go from there. I mean, are you looking to make a map for yourself to then build on, or is this for the workshop and for other people to enjoy? What's your sort of plans for it? But yeah, certainly don't not do something because you think someone will disapprove of it or not think it's very good. That's not what this game is all about, and that's one thing I love about this game, the fact that anyone can do anything on this game and it could be beautiful to one person, not to the other. It's just perception of the eye when you're playing with these sort of games. There's no right or wrong way. Not sure if anyone else agrees with me on that front. What are these bits here? These... Ah, that's why. Okay, that's going to look better when we move these out of the way. Both, really. Okay, well, why don't you try... I mean, depending on what sort of map size you're working on, why don't you just try and look at an area you like the look of on Google Maps and imitate it. Don't copy it like for like. But just work on it and make it look how you want to. You don't have to copy it exactly as it looks in real life, but use that as inspiration and just see how you get on with it. You can do one map and then do it again after if you weren't happy with it, and see what works best. Is this map 1-to-1 scale? Almost. Well, it is. It is kind of. It's. I mean, the map is this. I mean, if you look to the Isle of Wight, this is exactly the shape that it looks like. Obviously, some of the rivers are a little bit different. The road layout is not at 1-to-1 scale, but the map itself is 1-to-1 scale in that sense. So yeah, it is 1-to-1, but what I'm building on it isn't quite 1-to-1. Once done, do a challenge that you must add extra public transport to the island like metros. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Now I think this is looking a bit better now. I love the look of this grass when you actually get up close to it. Thank you. Gotta go. Pause. Watch later. Okay, man. Catch you later. Okay, so I'm happy with the river now. The river looks better. Let's work on this little bridge. So I wanted to just get a little bridge over here. Let's go and have a look at... Are we repeating the same song here? Hang on a minute. What's going on? Okay. Let's find the Mac Welshman roads that have a bridge. But yeah, these are the ones you mentioned earlier with the stone walls around them. They're really pretty. Now, is this the one that has a really cool little bridge or not? I guess not. Is it? Would love to play PC, but I much prefer controller to keyboard. Can you play with a controller? I can play with a controller. I do play a lot of console games. Whether if you ask me the question, can I play this game with a controller? I'd probably say no, because I'm too familiar with this with mouse and keyboard. I don't think I'll be able to play it any other way now. Was it this one then? What's your dream car? That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I don't really have a dream car. I've recently got a new car. I mean, when you ask someone what your perfect car would be, it's that, you expect most people to be like, oh, Lamborghini or Ferrari, but I'm not sure if I'd want a car like that. I think it'd have to be something like very high tech and fun to play. Sorry, fun to drive. Mac Welshman's assets are really good and very deep. They really are. They're amazing. Probably one of the best creators, in my opinion, on the workshop. I mean, is it possible to play City Skylines with control on PC? I'm not sure. Probably not. I think the console games have been developed especially for that platform, haven't they? So I don't think it will. Why can I not get a bridge to look good? It's forcing a bridge. Peugeot 205 Rally. I did actually always want a Peugeot 205, but in the end I got a 206 GTI a bit further down the line. McLaren Senna. I'm trying to find the ones that we used before from Mac's collection. If you could move to any city, where would it be? I'm just saying to us, I love a Civic Type R. Civic Type R's were lovely. Where would I want to move to? Any city? I'd like to go somewhere. I mean, if we talk about move to live, is obviously a different question. I'd like to live somewhere in Australia, to be fair. I'd like to at least visit Australia. I don't think I would want to live in America because it's not really me. Lovely place, beautiful infrastructure, but for me personally, I don't think I would want to live in America. This is what I was looking for. So then we can do a little tiny little bridge like that. That's perfect. Well, kind of. Get set on fire. Well, obviously not those areas, and hopefully that's not going to be a long-term issue. Can I do it in a different way? I actually watched the I watched that film yesterday, 1917. That was really good. I don't know if anyone else has seen that. Not that that's got anything to do with what we're talking about, just came to my mind. Alright, let's go and grab, which roads were these? Oh, to be a nice visit, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I think I saw $2.20 post up a picture of it saying that it was raining in Australia, which is amazing. That's good. Is this a blue mantle there? If so, why? Why would you do this to me? I suppose we can change it for the other path roads. Okay, let's do that. Let's go rural. Do you like Star Wars? I'm not actually a fan. I mean, I've seen some of the films, but it's one I've never really got into it, I guess, is the honest answer to that. Nothing against it, just it hasn't been for me, I guess. What's this road? Is it this one? We could connect this up like here, couldn't we? Episode 3 is the best. There we go, we'll do a little bridge like that and then we can continue this down a little bit more. Not that far, but we'll do it anyway. That now means that we should hopefully be able to move this across a bit. Hey man, I'm currently working on the Barcelona GP. Oh, nice man. Are you on about the GP in real life, or you're or you're building it in City Skylines? Because either are possible. Either are possible. Right. So we need to find a normal road now. Do we want the rural village? Probably not. Or do we? We could just end it like that. That's more, makes more sense. Now I like that little bit, and I think, I mean, apart from this bit's gone a bit crazy, isn't it? Here, if we drop it down, make it a bit more like a humpback bridge. In City Skylines. Oh, nice man. I'm also doing the Monaco GP. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen my other series, Monaco. Or if that is why you have joined, welcome. Okay, let's do. I want to fill this one in as well with that. Bit of a peculiar bridge, but I think it will work. I have lots of empty space on island between city centre and airport. What should I build? Residential suburbs wouldn't work due to noise. I would just do farmlands. This is why I chose this particular area to work on, or this island, because of how much there is in terms of ruralness. I mean, just do some farm fields, a few little villages in between, etc. Have you been to Monaco in real life? No, I have not, David, but I would like to obviously visit when I've built it, which would be pretty cool. Maybe do a little IRL video blog or something. I have seen. Oh, nice, man. Nice, Ollie. It's lovely to hear you have seen it, and you've taken inspiration from it. I may have to watch or have a look at what you've been doing, because I will be eventually turning the Monaco build into the Formula One facelift, or whatever you want to class it as. So, yeah. Make a potato farm, paddy panda. Could do industrial parcel waste. Yeah, wasteland would work as well, definitely. Right, we want to put some, maybe some grassy bits here. Don't know if farms will work. I'm guessing, you know, I'm thinking in my area it obviously works, depending on what you're working on. Yeah, might not quite work. Okay, so I'm happy now with the little river. We've got this here. Let's terraform this little bit out a bit if we can. Can we do that? If not, we'll just put some bits around it. Let's copy that height. Bring it out a little bit. Might upload a video of my city. Oh, definitely, Paddy. Definitely do it. Everyone loves to see especially if you're doing it as the final sort of footage of it. That'd be really cool to see. Like you know, from some, if you do like a screenshot of what it looked like to start with, before you did anything on the map, and then did that after, that'd be pretty cool. That's what I'm hoping to do with this. Well, that's what I'm hoping to do with Monaco and this in the end. I'm working on a coastal European city. Okay. Right, okay. So let's think about what we could do here. Let's put some fencing around. Definitely just have some empty land that really isn't bothering with. Yeah, that'd be. I think that'll work actually. If that's the sort of build you're going for. Okay. I do love these fences as well. These are really cool. I'm also working on using terrain tools on console to make a map of the island. Takes okay, yeah. I'm just going to do these fences a bit sort of. I don't want it to look too pristine and correct. They're never going to be like that in real life. They're going to be put down where they are put down, aren't they? Okay, go to there. So what's we put in this field here, guys? What do you think would be in here? We can obviously split it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be exactly as you're seeing it here. But what do we think would be in this area here? Would this be cattle, farmland? I'm not too sure what we should put in it. Potatoes. I'm not sure I've got. I mean, we could do some fields, I guess. We haven't got any potato assets, I'm afraid. Why is that lifting that up? So we've got to make this realistic as well, haven't we, guys? We've got to think about how the farmer would get in here as well. Fields with roaming animal cows. I think this does look a bit more like a field for animals, doesn't it? And actually I've got a different idea for this part here. Let's straighten this out. Do a bit of a forest here, I think. This makes it a bit more interesting going through there. Check what's there in the real world. We can do. We can have a look. The only thing is I've kind of adapted this bit to suit what I wanted to do, so it's not exactly as it is. Fields I'm not too bothered about copying like for like. It's pretty difficult to do that regardless. So we are just doing the fields kind of on the fly, if I'm being honest. The Barcelona GP circuit is already uploaded in the workshop. Oh nice, is that like detailed and as a saved game? Or is that a map with just the layout? How have you done it? Have a milking area. We've got one of those over here for the cows. We've got the milking area here. They're all in there, I think. Was it that one? No, it's all in here. So yeah, I'm already ahead of you on that one. Right, okay, let's do. Imagine if you could 3D print cities into massive models. That'd be pretty sick. Alright, so I'm going to split this field up to there. Do that right over here. What you could do after Monaco and Wight? We kind of touched on that earlier. I think I will probably do something a bit more basic. Well, not basic, smaller. So I'm probably going to go to maybe a tropical islandy sort of build, maybe. It's uploaded as a save game for now. It's a smaller version, but you'll definitely recognise it. Nice, man. I'll try and check that out. Right, let's get some of these. I want those trees. What trees were these? Oh, no, that's grass. Hey, Geography World, welcome. Tropical islands like Caribbean, maybe, yeah. I mean, perhaps it'll be something like my dream holiday location, sort of a build where we can really work on some nice looking screenshots and views and all that. Obviously, something very different to what I have been doing. It'd be nice. I just want a map that I can kind of free my imagination with a bit more, maybe. Okay, let's see. Put that there. Do Atlantis type place. Could do, yeah. So this is like the central point here. Sci-fi futuristic sea. That'd be pretty cool as well. Thing is, there's so. I mean, I was also thinking about going to do an Iceland build again. I kind of already did one of those a little while back. I did like a one-off video for an Icelandic sort of a build. That'd be pretty cool to do as well. I think we need an entrance here for the farm. And I think we have. I'll have a look at that worldwide. What's this one? Have I got any dirt roads? So if the farm's there, we could probably do a little way in here. Like that. Delete that and we can bring this across. Let's get that gate again. Are they floating in the air? They are. Okay. I guess it's because the land is a different height here. Will you add the bus network for the island? I think I will, Daniel. I'm not sure how realistically close it will be, but we will do that. I think that'd be pretty fun to do. I wonder if that's why that was doing that before then. Are the 1938 tube trains on the workshop? If so, are you going to use them? What do we use in the end? I can't remember what we used. I know a few of you, and it's probably yourself, added some, well, told me about some from the workshop. We'll have to have a look. Move this across a little bit towards the gate itself. Which one do we want? We want the dirt decal. So we want one of these ones. I might actually change those as well for this. This one normally works out much nicer. So let's just lower it down. Do we want it to face that way or this way? Don't think it matters that much, does it? I'm going to change that. I'm going to copy that. Dublin needs a tube metro. There are plans at the moment to bring it out of the airport. Okay. Is there nothing at all like that then already? Leave that one there. Put that there. Let's raise this up. Get a bit more of the colour. And then we'll fade this one off as well. Just as a little bit there. Okay, and now we should be able to use these ones to create some different coloured fields. So this one could be a bit more worn out. That might be a bit too green actually. Add a few little textures in along here as well. Let's go do a few little bushes along the way as well. And some of the trees as well. Nothing too over the top. Read online the Isle of Wight is the most haunted island in the world. To be fair, I have actually watched quite a lot of videos of people going to these haunted places. I didn't know it was the most haunted in the world. But if you think about it, a lot of stuff happened on the island during the wars, etc. So it would surprise me. Are you an Isle of native, Pug? I'm not. I actually live. I actually live in Hertfordshire. But I have visited the island, I think I said earlier, about 20 odd times in my lifetime. Probably more than that, to be fair. The US needs trains now. It's beautiful. Thanks, Chung. What football team do you support? I support Chelsea. Is anyone else in here a football fan? Hopefully no one in here supports Newcastle after our performance of the weekend. Support Borough. Okay. I think aren't Middlesbrough doing okay at the moment? Am I thinking of the Middlesbrough? Or are they doing poorly? I forget. Hey WJ, welcome man. Too much injury. Probably better to put some trees around this bit as well. And that's going to make more sense. Put those in just to hide these bits. Make it a bit more marshy. Yeah, but doing bad. 16th in the championship. Okay, I was thinking of... who was I thinking of? Forest, maybe? Okay, so these farms are slowly coming together. Big support of AZ. Sadly, they lost yesterday. That sucks, man. How are they doing in general in the league? Are they doing well? Do I want to turn off the things? Yeah, West Brom won Leeds. Well, Leeds obviously lost to QPR at the weekend, so I think, did West Brom win? Are they now like points clear? They're second, 6 points behind Ajax. Second's pretty good though. I mean, that league always is dominated by Ajax, isn't it? Is it like, were they expected to be there, or are they kind of like being a team that have really come around and done well this season? It's looking a bit better now. There is more news about soccer football than I've heard in the last month. Okay, so that's not doing too bad. We can put some animals in there now, can't we? We can put some of the cows. So these ones which are animated, yes. Are these animated? Yes. Okay. Let's get a couple of these over then. Last few years they've been around 4th place, doing better this season than expected. Oh, nice, man. Borough just lost 2 matches in a row to Fulham and Spurs. Spurs, you can kind of accept that. Fulham are doing pretty well though, to be fair, aren't they? Fulham are actually kind of smashing it a bit now. I think they must be like 3rd or 4th. Right, we'll leave this field with no animals in. This could be the field that they're leaving to for the grass to regrow. What's your favorite build you've ever made in cities? I'm not sure. I mean, favorite build I've made. I mean, Monaco in general has been. I mean, actually, no, I think the Casino Square in Monaco has been my favorite build because, one, it was showing off an amazing couple of assets by Mac Welshman, but also it was really fun to put down because when I first started building Monaco, that area was the one that I really was looking forward to building, and I never realised it'd be anything near as good as what I made it. And the only reason it was that good is because of Mac Welshman's contribution. So when I got it down and I was looking at it, I was like, wow, how have I done that? So I'll probably say that. What's everyone's thoughts on their favourite build that I've done? Has any of them sort of taken your eye out of all of them? How much longer will I stream for? Not sure yet, Paddy. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to obviously do too late because I have to work in the morning, but we'll see how things go. The game's reacting and behaving quite well at the moment, so we'll see. Didn't do too bad the second half against Spurs on the last. Yeah, because you took the lead, didn't you, against Spurs? I swear. Was it against? Yeah, didn't you take the lead or something happened? Probably Monaco. Nice. I started watching because of Monaco. Oh, really? How did you see it? I'm always interested to see how people found their way to the channel. Alright, so over here I believe there are a very small number of little villagey bits. And I think we're going to do that. Mac Welshman's assets are crazy good, they really are. Let's give it another save, just in case we have tempted fate with that comment earlier, saying the game's been running smoothly. The Walking Dead stuff is pretty cool. Actually, yeah, I forgot about doing that. I did enjoy The Walking Dead. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I forgot about that. Recommended page because I was watching many others' YouTubes. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's good to know that works. We took the lead in the first game. Lucas Moura scored and we lost 2-1 in the replay. Ah, yeah. So, yeah, like I was saying, so there are some very small little villagey buildings around here. Found the channel when looking to see where their city skyline recreations are places I visited. Saw Monaco and clicked it. Nice. Played well at the Riverside. He was the first match though. It is good to know that channels are being linked based on the same sort of content. Like I've often seen stuff like Tasers done. I've been linked as a related channel to that, which is really nice. I mean, I'm going to try and do my best to do more videos so I actually get some more coverage and people will find me and I may grow a little bit more, but we'll see how things go. I'm just happy with, you know, you guys who are sticking around and all that. That's really cool. Really appreciate everyone who does drop by and watch the videos and hits the like and all that malarkey. Recommendations too. Oh cool, that's good. It's good to know. Also means that other smaller channels will also be able to grow if it is actually the algorithms are all working like that, because that's obviously the best way for it to work really. I found you by simply searching UK builds. You're actually the first person I found. Oh nice. I mean, if you are also interested in some UK builds, check out Rick 4000. You obviously know him from the workshop, but he has also got a little series on YouTube as well called Screenshotville, I think he's called it. Have a look. And I mean, if you want to see the sort of level of detail that he does, where's his build? I think it's here. Yeah, this is what Mac built. Not Mac, sorry. This is what Rick 4000 built for us. The detail is ridiculous. Oh, cheers, man. Thanks for the little tip. Appreciate that. Our kids are playing well right now. Up the borough. My channel got you into cities. Oh man, that's awesome. This is why I do this. You know, one, I like it because it motivates me to do more builds, etc. But if it's got you into the game and you are now enjoying it, have the passion such as I am, that's awesome. I really do like that. So that's really made my day. I'm glad that was the reason why, or one of the reasons why. Rick 4000 series is quality, love it. Definitely, Alex, definitely. That's why I got him to build. I did try and persuade him to build all the villages on the island, but he wasn't having it, which is a shame. But, you know, he's built this little bit here, and I can also now take inspiration from him. And that's why I'm going to be doing a sort of a village guest build quite regularly. Well, as regular as I can. So because there's so many little villages, I think that's a perfect chance for people to come in and build onto this. So I've got some of my favourite YouTubers in line, hopefully to build as well. So we can have a little bit. And, you know, if it gets to a stage where, you know, we get a lot built and bits down, I can always get some of the fans who want to build on it as well. That'd be pretty cool. Inspiring people is the best you get out of making videos. That is so true. That is so true. Everyone in chat becomes urban planners because of cities. That is true. Oh, I have seen that Cork build by Antonio. I've spoke to him. He actually did me a painting. He done a painting of one of my Monaco screenshots, which I still need to make into a canvas. Actually, he done a really cool little picture for me. He really did do a very good job of Cork. Really good. Oh no, we haven't crashed. Sorry, Alex. I got carried away reading the chat. I think we're still going. I've had no frames drop, so hopefully you can still see and watch. I want to be a mechanic because I love cars. That's cool, man. It's good to know what you want to do, because I never really knew what I wanted to do when I was younger. Right, so we're going to build a little farm over here. Cork is a nice city, home to the Butter Museum. Oh, interesting. So let's have a little farm building over here. We started the stream. Okay, cool, Alex. Yeah, maybe it just dropped out your end. I think we're still going strong over here. My home city has a cheese museum. Nothing wrong with a bit of cheese. especially if you're Wallace and Gromit. If anyone is a fan of Wallace and Gromit. Any more milk-related museums out there? There's got to be, hasn't there? There's got to be more. Cork Butter Museum is the best place in the universe. I really want to visit the Jameson distillery in Ireland. Middlesbrough is a cool town. Middlesbrough is never somewhere I've never visited, probably because it's a little bit further away from where I am. What's this? Oh, farming fences. My city in New York has ice cream museum. Oh, nice. I don't think there's any museums near me that are worth talking about, to be fair. I'm not as blessed as you guys. Okay, let's do a little farmy bit here. What's this? Little chicken barn. Edom is king. I do like a bit of Eden. You are blessed by the CS gods. What else have we got here? Can have a little one of these. That's probably not quite suitable. Would there be a cow? We could have that, I suppose, couldn't we? Have a bit further down, or here perhaps. We'll move these around after because I need to level out the land as well. Put that in the corner. Had to restart the stream if you answered. I think you asked before, is it down the Southampton area? Alex, I am I'm Hertfordshire area, so 45 minutes. That's pretty too big. So yeah, like 45 minutes north of London area. So let's do that. Let's bring this in a little bit. Actually, I'm guessing that'll probably be on the corner. You won't really want to have that right by your front door. Add a secret military bunker under the island somehow. You could do something like that. Okay, so let's go to a very small little sort of farmy settlement here. Nothing too outrageous. You grew up near Watford. Oh, nice, man. I'm a bit further away from from Watford. But yes, I think Watford is probably about 45 minutes, 40 minutes from me. What are we doing here? Let's see what else we have. Some silos in. And is there an airport on the Isle of Wight? There is actually a very small one, which we will do. But when I say small, it is pretty damn small. It's not a standard like commercial one. You can fly over there, but it's not that sort of a, you know, airporty thing. My old train jobs was in Ware. Oh, Ware's actually pretty close. Ware's probably about 25 minutes for me. So yeah, you're definitely in my sort of area when you was doing your training. What was you training for? Watford has the name just like Waterford Island. Right, are we happy we've got enough bits here? I think so. So let's go to terrain. Let's try and bring this in a bit. Bring that right up there, and hopefully we can blend this down a bit to hide the white. Had to stay in the worst pub ever. Rifle volunteer, terrible B&B. It doesn't sound the best B&B, does it, from its name? Okay, so that's okay there. We can fill this lot up with some trees and hide this. Should be able to get this a bit smoother. It is chalk, Daniel, yes. The whole island is full of loads of chalk. Was training to do control of a company, servicing pools, taking battery. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. That's quite different. Is that what you're still doing today, or did you do something different in the end? What other games do I play other than Cities? I play PS4. I play mostly Call of Duty on there. I play Football Manager on the PC, and that's pretty much the only 3 titles that I play at the moment. I don't really heavily play other games, believe it or not. That's pretty much where my gaming stops at the moment. There's a few other games I jump in and out of, but nothing that's played that religiously. Did I miss the whole stream? Glad to watch a bit. You did miss quite a bit of it, I'm afraid, Sarah, but welcome. Glad you could join us. Never worked for Kingfish, your awful company. Do you play Civ, Paradox, Grand Strategy, or Minecraft? I actually did get Minecraft, but I haven't played it in much detail. I did play with a few mates. Not sure I can learn Minecraft that quickly to be good at it. It's taken me long enough to get to grips with this. Although, interestingly, if you are into Minecraft, WBC Builds does do some very good work, which is perfect timing. You must have heard the title. Hey man, welcome. Now I work for Waterboard in Plymouth. Okay, cool man. Is it still doing the same sort of stuff? Used to love Football Manager. It just didn't feel like the game's improved. I played Champs Manager. I've had Football Manager ever since they've come out, pretty much. Every single year I brought it, even if I play like, you know, one for a few hours and that's it. I just always have to buy it. It's kind of like a religion or a cult that I have to buy Football Manager, whether I play it a lot or not. Looks like I dropped by at the right. So you did, man. You definitely did. Try and that's the only annoying thing with this is we get this chalk. We can just cover it. Oh, we can't actually. We can cover these bits. Leak detection, more fun. Okay, cool, man. Minecraft is pretty chill. It's one of those games you can kind of play at whatever level you enjoy. I may jump in and see what I think of it in terms of trying to build something, but yeah. I play F1 games, FIFA 20, CMS, Minecraft, and Fortnite. Oh, cool, man. Nice selection there. I would like to get into a racing game. I'm not sure what. Play Civ on the Switch. I do have a Switch, actually. I did buy Trials the other day. Not really played it much yet, just due to lack of time. You may enjoy Rust. Rust, yeah, to be fair, I have played all those sort of games like Rust and the ones where you build stuff. The Forest, I really enjoyed that. That was a really cool game to play. Anything that's, you know, like building things up and survival, I really do enjoy those types of games. They're really fun to play. It depends on what you want to do in Minecraft. I love city building in it because it's challenging. Yeah, man, definitely. I once tried to build a city in Minecraft a few years ago. How did it go, Daniel? PUBG, Rust and City is all I need. I used to play PUBG all the time, but then I moved over to playing COD. Let's get a little, what do we think, stone wall around this. The forest is awesome, it really is. I loved it. Really fun game. Watching this on a Switch. Oh, nice, man. Oh, that's got a bit far down, isn't it? To be fair, strategy games, yes. I did used to always play Age of Empires. Cossacks was quite a fun game to play. I play selection games, sometimes games like Rust or CSGO, other times Cities, Train Sim. Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it, Offberry? I think it all depends on your mood and what you're fancying at that time. I mean, to be fair, I've been playing a lot of Football Manager recently as opposed to this. Not because I've gone off of this, just because I was in the mood for playing it. So I played it for a bit and now I'm back over here. Let's put a little greenhouse in there. Correct. HOI4 is good. What's that? Ever played Lego games? No, I do like Lego. I did go to a Lego event a little while back, and I do enjoy building Lego up. I did think about doing a sort of time lapse of building up Lego, but I don't really have enough all the time for doing that, so I never did. Age of Empires 1, 2, 3, Cossacks 1, 2, Command & Conquer, Red Alert, definitely the best games. Mini Metro, okay. Not tried Mini Metro. I'll have to look at that. So look what it actually looks like. Mini Metro. Mini Metro. what do you actually do on Mini Metro? Link stuff up and that. Hearts of Iron 4, I think. Oh, okay. Bugatti Technic, yes. WJ, definitely. That's what I'm talking about. That's proper old school stuff. I've always wanted to get the Lego cars, but they're like £300, which is way too much money to spend on a bit of Lego. I'm gonna have to go. For some reason the stream keeps stopping for me. Oh, sorry man, Alex. That's a shame. Gonna restart every minute. Oh, that's annoying. Well, perhaps, I mean, I'm not gonna stream for too much longer, but if you wanted to obviously watch the playback, you can do that. I'll try and make sure it uploads. Sort of game where you have 15 minutes spare or something. Okay. Puzzle strategy game that you can play in the Iris Lounge Mini Metro. I'll have to look into that. Can get fast paced but simple. I'll show you on Discord. Yeah, do it, man. Oh, it must be a bad terrain here. These ones will work though. Let's get a shed in the background. Now, I think it was Alex last time, or maybe not, who mentioned that I put a shed in and you couldn't actually get into it because it was facing the wrong way. So I always make sure now that they are the correct way. Everyone here loves Mini Metro. They do, don't they? I feel like I'm missing out. I watched some of the playback, mate. Appreciate all the work. There's not more videos than playing games. Cheers, man. That is true. I mean, as long as I'm happy and I'm playing the game, you know, it's all good. And there's no point me coming and playing the game when I'm not into it, because you'll end up getting a crap video and it just wouldn't be fun for either of us. Freezing on the phone, not on Switch. I'm watching the Switch while commenting on my phone. Nice, man. I do find that myself, actually, when I'm watching people stream. Sometimes on your phone, it doesn't seem to want to work too well. Favourite YouTuber besides City Skylines? That's a very good question. I kind of use YouTube for informative information as opposed to people that I just follow. I mean, let me have a look at my subscriptions. I mean, obviously I've got some of the YouTube City Skyliners on there. I followed Lad Baby. You got to if you're in the UK. I mean, a lot of my stuff is cities. I mean, I follow the Sidemen. I do enjoy some of their content. They're quite funny. Gordon Ramsay, you have to follow him if you're from the UK. Yet again. The Lady Singer was really good as well. She does some great stuff. I follow some random stuff as well. I'm a huge fan of Kit Boga. I follow his stuff. He's really cool. Alright, let's see what else we can put in here. I like AR12 Gaming. Can't say I have know of that, of him. Favorite map projection. What do you mean by that, Geography? The spitting Brit. I think we need to put that here, don't we? I subscribe to way more people than I count. I'm the same, to be fair. I do subscribe to quite a lot of people, and then I end up removing them because I forget why I did in the first place, or I forget what they were actually on about. Any tips for small channels trying to grow? Well, I mean, I'm not exactly a huge channel myself, but what I would say is don't put pressure on yourself. I think there's a lot of people who play YouTube, who do YouTube, and they're kind of forcing videos out because they want to keep their trend going, or what their promises together. I think don't overcommit is probably a good start, because if you overcommit at the start and you do become successful, you're always going to be overcommitting, and then your videos will probably go downhill. Just enjoy it. If you enjoy doing YouTube stuff, do it, and you will grow naturally from your enjoyment. If you're not enjoying it, it will certainly come across in your videos, and that's why I don't release videos every single day or every single week, because I couldn't. Even if I was paid to do that, I still think I would do 1 or 2 videos a week and just do some really, really heavy, production level stuff. You deserve more subs. Thanks, Daniel. Maybe if I did do weekly videos, perhaps I would get seen more by people, but I'm happy with the community I've got. I don't think I've ever had any negative comments or remarks, which is amazing. The people that do watch my videos seem to watch it for quite a long time, so I'm happy with the retention of visitors. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think what's as good as consistent videos, even if it's 1 week. That is true, and that's what I would like to get to a level of doing so. But yeah, again, as Daniel said, less videos means more excitement when they come out. And I think if you was ever around when Fresh Popcorn was out, I think that kind of sums up that remark. Right, okay, so we got this bit in. Let's just... So there's always going to be a lot of mud and dirt around here, so perhaps instead we'll... do a bit of this. I really don't mind when Skyline YouTubers take breaks, because the videos are more fun when they... That's true, and to be fair, Saren, when people do need to take a breather from this game, because it is heavily involved. It's not like you're playing for half an hour and you can do a quick little video. You're playing this game for 10 hours solid sometimes before you can even get a video together. Like one a week will work a lot better than 4 at the start of every month. That's true. Yeah, space them out. Did you ever see Altengrad? Remind me, Daniel. I might have done. That's fine. Let's do dirt instead. Mr. Beast Gang, yeah, Mr. Beast Gang. Mr. Beast is funny. Do you have any interest in geography or urban planning? To an extent I do. I mean, when I'm building, obviously I'm learning a lot about that sort of stuff. So yeah, I do to a degree. Shove a few of these bits in here. I'm probably going to lower all of these down a little bit. Work school also impacts. It does indeed, and for me personally, it's work. pretty tough. I tried doing it for a while, but I only got to 6 raw videos out. Skylines in particular requires so much editing. It is true. And to be fair, I do enjoy the editing. To be fair, if someone said to me, "I'll pay you to edit my videos," and it's a silly Skylines, I would do it. I do actually enjoy the video editing side of things. It's an area that I have really become to love and also hate. That's why I want to do some of these live streams. Like, if I could do a live stream weekly as well, I'd be more than happy if I couldn't do a video every week. City has by far the best online community, completely. And when I went to PDXCon, that was also like amazing. To meet all these YouTubers that I've seen in video format in person was really, really amazing. I like the format Skibbeth has with the Andor series, no time lapse, just before and after shots. That is, yeah, that's cool. The streams are good for view interaction. That's definitely the case, Daniel. That's why I love doing it, because I get to talk to you guys. I may not be building as much as I would do if I was doing it off camera. I mean, if I was doing it off camera, I'd have probably done a load more than what I'm doing now. But that's not the point. The point that you guys are here, and we can do this and enjoy together, and you can give me some tips and tricks of what you want me to do, etc. And yeah, it's just a different way of playing. I was a Minecraft channel at first, then did Skylines, used to do once a week, but now I upload one on the side. There's nothing wrong with that, Panda. Nothing wrong with that at all. What job do I do? I am a business development manager. So I work in the hardware industry. Then I don't know if anyone knows, I'll be very surprised, but I deal with embedded computing solutions. So very different to City Skylines based stuff. Comments inspire you to keep your channel going. That is very true indeed, and that's why I always welcome comments on my channel. And like I said before, I always seem to have some very good comments. I've not really had many comments that, you know, have upset me. Not that they ever would anyway. I'm not that sort of person. I play the game because I want to play the game. If someone wants to say silly stuff, then, you know, they can do what they want, really. It's not going to affect me. I'm just here to enjoy the game and enjoy it with the people that want to enjoy it with me. So we need to do that, and then there's going to be loads of fields around this. Skylines videos are the only place on YouTube I feel safe reading the comments. That is true, Sarah, that is true. Hey, Marco. I think it is the only time you can read them and expect to see something half decent said, isn't it, rather than worrying stuff. I'm wondering. No, I think these roads will be alright. So the last thing to do, just to make it a bit more realistic, is to put some sort of fence around this farm. Or maybe a wall of some description. Level this bit off here. Have I been to Monaco? I haven't. No, I do want to go. You'd burn your PC though. If the comments are still here after the carpet, yeah, that is true. So what do you guys want to see from this series? What is, you know, when you see what I'm building and, you know, you have a look around and see what projects I'm working on the Isle of Wight, what stuff would you like to see? What are you looking forward to seeing? What are you hoping to see? It's always good to get that understanding from people. Seeing a UK build is strange as it's very similar to Ireland but very different. I can understand that. How much longer will your stream be? Probably not that much longer. It's nearly 10 PM now. And I need to have a shower and sort myself out before bed. Work day tomorrow, unfortunately. So probably another 5-10 minutes. You see kids doing drugs all the time. You do. It's yeah, very different sort of world as it was when I was younger. Not that I'm a ancient bloke or anything, but you know, I used to play out in the streets late at night with my mates and play hide and seek. You don't really want your kids doing that anymore. Let's go fence. Let's go to network structural fences and rural fences. Character of the suburbs sort of defines the like urban. Yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. In the US, we have a day off for MLK Day. Many people put so many skyscrapers. Yeah, that's the thing, Paddy. That's why I actually started this series, because I mean, everyone does these beautiful, huge cities. And I know the game is called City Skylines, but I wanted to do something rural based. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to show that you can create beautiful villages and farmlands as much as you can do beautiful skyscrapers in huge cities. You know, that was kind of the inspiration for this series. Skyscraper planned for Cork, tallest building in Dublin Airport Control Tower. Interesting. Feel really generic to me. Like there's some cool ones that are. Yeah, I know what you mean. Very different, isn't it? Is that high up? Why is that like that? Is that? So we can bring that down a bit. Well, with cities, you start with a small village and build up. That is true. That is kind of the way that you sort of develop the game, isn't it? Okay, that's not looking too bad now. So I think we'll just finish this little villagey bit, well, this little farmland here, and we'll probably call that for tonight. We've been going for like 2 hours 40 minutes. I know we had half an hour of issues, thanks to the game, but yeah. If you're going to add one feature to CS, one feature. More frames. More frames for the game would be nice. Let's get some of these hedges. Was it bush? Amen to frames. Modded player problems, that is true worldwide. We need all the frames we can. I thought it was, maybe it is called hedge. Where are they? Where are they? These ones. What size do we want? The large ones will be better. Proper rendering of LODs for props and decals would go so far from frame rate aspect. Yeah, it's true. Get some over there. Does prop it up not work for me or anyone else? I don't. I sometimes use prop it up. It does work for me. What's it not working with? Like, what have you done that means it's not working? When is the next stream after this? I'm not too sure. I mean, I would like to say I'd do it weekly, but it all depends on work. It all depends on what's going on in my life. So just keep, if you're not subscribed, please do so. But I will post on Twitter. I'll post onto the YouTube channel when I am planning to go live. But I'm going to try and do a few more. Good evening. I'm glad I can see you in live. Hey Lassie, unfortunately this is near the end of the stream, but I will be uploading the game. I will be uploading what we did today when the stream's over. I mean, in terms of the time, guys, is this a not bad time to stream? I think Sunday night seems to be the best sort of time to do so. The icon for Pop It Up does show up, does show up or doesn't show up, Dan? Does it not come up like this at all? Must be the same Rube that keeps downvoting every... Yeah, it must be. There's always one, isn't there? But to be fair, on YouTube, whether you get a like or a dislike, it's all good for the channel anyway. So, hey, who cares? Okay, so we've got this little bit here. So we can do a bit of a farmland across here. I think we will just do another little hedge like this, and then fill the rest in with some little bits like that, just to separate it. This is a good time for me. I just got home from work. Oh, nice. What day is it for you then, Seren? But yeah, guys, if you are in the chat, please do hit the like button. It'll be much appreciated for the channel. Yeah, Seren, I know it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I don't know what the need is for doing those sort of things. It's kind of pointless. Oh. But you know, this life. Unfortunately, there are people who are jealous of things, or you know, I don't know. If anything, you know, I'm always the one to say let's like all this and enjoy what this person's doing for us, especially when people who build these assets and mods aren't getting our money for it. I mean, obviously we can donate to them, but in general, they are doing it out of the kindness of their heart, which is bizarre. It's I don't know anyone. Yeah, I know. Sunday I work random days. That is a random day to work. Do you get paid extra? Looking forward to catch up on the board for the first couple of hours. Seren, the first half an hour was the game decided not to work, so start from about 40 minutes onwards. What day is Brexit in the UK? I think it's every day, isn't it? Revo calls them the downvote fairy. That's a pretty good name to call them, to be fair. To be fair, I think there's probably worse names to call them, but to get away with, and you know. Is that a bit too bright? I think that probably is. I think we'll do this one as oh, let's change that to a bit smaller. When I enable prop it up, it doesn't show the icon. Also, it causes the brush for the paint terrain tool not to work. Oh, that's weird, Dan. There must be some sort of a conflict going on. I've never had any issues with it. Well, I don't use it a lot, but when I have, I've not actually had that much wrong. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing both decals and the paint thing. The painter, but if you just give it a little bit of decal on top, you then get this beautiful look, which really does look like dirt, and the farm sort of, the tractor's been over it, sort of thing. And then you can do a few random little bits as well, and then blend those in after. Like that. What's your least liked football team? Least liked football team? Well, I'm guessing I'll have to say Liverpool at the moment because they're winning the league, aren't they? But the worst, the least liked team is the one that Chelsea are playing against. How about that? No extra pay, rip, but the grocery store is empty on my days off at least. So that's not too bad then. At least it's an easy day. Thanks for trying to help me in my shoes, Pug. Love your channel and projects. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, Dan, go. I'm trying to think what else I can say for that. So you don't get this icon down here at all, then? This little icon here, the tree hasn't gone anywhere. I mean, it does move, so make sure it's not sort of randomly in the way somewhere. And also, I'm not sure what the shortcut is for prop it up. Control P or something. Try the shortcut and see if it's just that the icon's hidden somewhere off the screen. Try that first. If not, unsubscribe and then resubscribe, and sort of read the notes and see if anyone suggested that there's a conflict of anything. That's always useful. The dirt decal is definitely in the top 10 assets of the time. Definitely, definitely. Not at all. That's strange, Dan. That's strange. Yeah, try what I just said. Try those out and see what happens. Switch is the best because it's portable. I still play. Yeah, I've got a Switch for that exact purpose, Paddy, for on trains, on aeroplanes, you know, that sort of stuff. Now, guys, look at this view now. I know we haven't completely done this area here, but look at the difference it makes by just adding a few more trees, different textures and all that. It is starting to come alive. I have a few. Leeds, Sunderland, Man City. That map looks so realistic, the farms. Daniel, it does. The farms really do change it. And that's what I wanted to get across when I started the series, is how beautiful you can make this look with not even any buildings. I mean, if you look at this whole screen here, we've probably got about 5% buildings, if that. No worries, Dan. Jump in the Discord as well if you want to chat more about it. I'll see if I can help you out further. How many hours do you have in your game now? It's difficult to say because I use 2 Steam profiles. Let me have a look at the first Steam profile. If I can remember where it tells you. I don't think it tells me on this bit, does it? I think it only tells me on my main. I'm playing from a shared profile, which is how I do my series, and it doesn't actually say, but I've played a lot of hours. I'll have to look one time and let you guys know. Love the trees, yeah, so good. Okay, guys, I think we're going to leave it there for today. So we've got a bit of detailing done. So the plan, what I'm going to do is obviously carry on this area here. Probably next stream we'll work on these bits because I like doing these bits for the stream because one, it's there's not much lag and the frames are working quite well. What's the Discord? Let me get the Discord link for you guys. But yeah, I like this area here. It's good to do on stream. That's probably a good idea. All right, let me go into my Discord. Let me find the invite people, copy the link and paste that down here. Hopefully that works. Hours in the game is never the full question. Got to include hours browsing the workshop, that's true, and also editing for me. Choosing pictures, screenshots for the thumbnails, choosing the music. It's a fun hobby, but one that does take a lot of time. Glad I caught some of it. Appreciate you streaming. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you everyone else for your kind comments. Much appreciated. Really enjoyed today. Thank you again for the tip as well, Snowy Snill. Very much appreciate that. Really kind of you. And yeah, everyone, I hope you all have a fantastic week. There won't be a video until probably the weekend. I'll try and work on the detailing of those houses that I showed you earlier. And that will probably be the next video. These streams I'm not going to probably create into a video. I'll probably do a little sort of little video in the next episode sort of thing, showing what we have done in other areas. I see a few of you have joined the Discord, so thank you for that. Come in, post your pictures, your screenshots of what you've done, ask questions. Trying to build up a little community in there, so that's all good as well. Yeah, good stream, been here since the start. Oh, nice one, man. But yeah, again, thank you all, guys. If you would be so kind to like the video as well, and subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you in the next video. Have a good night, guys. Have a good week, and I'll catch you all soon. Thanks for watching, and all the best.